Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Samurai has been around for over a decade. Filipinoman's been around, I guess, both for about a dozen years at this point. Having a lot of great work done by both in Street Fighter 4, making Capcom Cups and making Deep Roads in EVO. So they have a lot of talent in there, a lot of history in there, and even between each other, they have interesting, history matchups between them. In Street Fighter 5, we have seen more out of Samurai, in part because he's been playing the whole time, right? He's had a fantastic Akuma. For Filipinoman, he has been playing on and off for sure. It's not like he hasn't been playing, but it hasn't been a big focus for him. And now with Rose back, and you can see how much he enjoys the character. You can really get a sense just watching him play, listening to him talk, or seeing him tweet about it. He really enjoys it. And that's brought him back big time, and it's a big part of why he's doing so well.
No, absolutely. There's a lot of real-life factors that go into Filipinoman and why he hasn't been placing as high as he usually does, mostly because, he's a nurse. He's a full-time nurse, and being on the front lines like that, he has to put it to the side. So kudos to him making his way into this top 8 with Rose. And that's something he didn't expect either. You saw it from his quote yesterday. He's one of the biggest well-kept secrets as a West Coast gatekeeper, which is... It's nonsense to me. There's gatekeeper Anton, Filipinoman? No way. Not at all. But anyways, we do have the quotes from both players going into the top 8. Let's see what they had to say. Oh.
Here's his story. 10 years ago, at 16 years old, I pulled off the upset against Samurai with my Rose, eliminating him at the first major I attended, SoCal Regionals 2011. Today I'm 25 for 3 more days, playing Rose for the first time at an SF5 major. It's going to be much harder as we both have grown so much as players and as people, but I'm hoping for a similar outcome. Do you remember yesterday when he was so concerned about being so old? That's what he tried to tell us. He said his birthday's in 4 days and I'm getting old, frowny face emoji. Boy, 26. It's going to be tough. I hope he'll make it.
Imagine that. I can't. Let's see what Samurai had to say for his opponent. Should be a good match. Good luck. Have fun. I like that. Man of little words makes sure he keeps his focus on the match itself rather than the theatrics. He wants to make sure he walks away with that W, and I can appreciate that from Samurai.
Just a very Samurai thing to say.
Very much so about the business.
Very engaged, yeah, for sure. Very, very much businessy is a way to put it. Also, just really, he doesn't want to overextend. He rarely puts himself out there in that way, and when he does, you know that he really, really believes in it. Like, it's not something that he's just saying for kicks. The last time these two played in a CPT event was actually last year. It was CPT Online NA West #1 last year as well.
Right.
And Samurai won that in pools 2-0.
Ooh, and this is the time Filipinoman was using Minot, right? I'm pretty sure he was using Minot primarily. Does dabble around with Colleen, but yeah, for the most part,
Chun as well.
Chun, Minot has a lot of characters under his sleeve. We did see a glimpse of that into top 16 as well.
Yeah,
on his route, or in his route, going towards top 8, if I'm not mistaken, ended up using Chun-Li against Mataoha in that Balrog matchup. So I am expecting the Rose, though, nonetheless. Yeah. And I will say, as a side note, Samurai is a really fun guy and funny.
He is.
It's the wildest thing. You catch him outside of an event, he's mad funny.
For sure. Yeah. But he has a game face.
He does.
He's got a game face.
That's the thing. That's what I love about him.
He's got the game face on right now. Is it Samurai versus
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Rose versus Akuma. Oh, yeah, I'm liking that.
B-skill 1, trigger 1, Rose.
That's pretty critical to get the right RNG on your tarot cards, right? Getting lowered attack from an Akuma is pretty significant.
It can definitely be a big deal. However, Samurai has slowly gotten into the corner. Looking for the Hicken from there. Here it is. Filipinoman is caught. Samurai's not keeping it easy on him. There's plus frames all over the place here. They actually may have been able to stun or kill if it had been a different combo. So Filipinoman now.
Oh, the Soulbind read? No way. Oh, no way. Not like this. Uh-oh. The Schmicks out of there with the teleport. That could have been a punish.
It could have been. It could have been. It ends up working out for him. Samurai did have a couple times chances to take that round earlier, but hey, he did it in the end.
How are you going to call out Samurai for neutral jumping like that? off of that soul bind.
That was sick.
That was insane.
The last time we saw Filipinoman back up a bunch here, it's not happening now as he's really fighting a lot more in this range. In and out.
Man, I feel like these tarot cards were designed against Akuma. The purple one, you're taking more chip damage than Grey Life. Come on, man. Oh, I like that. Confirm from Filipinoman, checking with a low medium kick.
He's done a great job of holding on to space. Hasn't even gotten into the boxes yet.
I like the zoning game present there from Rose. With all the Soul Punish, the V-Skill 1, Soul Spark, everything that Filipinoman has presented. Raw Soul Spiral and the Soul Bind. You are not able to get past this area.
Whoa!
Yeah. I like that. He was going to go for the trigger activation regardless, so he frame trapped Filipinoman with that target combo, but you cannot press the button on the way down as the fireball is still active. Uh-oh. You're dead.
Yeah, should be. Filipinoman's activations have been really, really good. He's looked for spots on that. And you can see that if she finds the Soul Anti-Air like that, that fireball will just float harmlessly through.
Oh, yeah, and I like that. Immediate reaction. Oh, yeah. EX Soul Spiral out of that string. Or there was a significant gap, excuse me.
What a dash. Didn't come to much, but I love the timing of it. Something he hadn't been doing very much. He does it again. Maybe finding it more effective. Uh-oh. Now all that screen behind Filipinoman is something Samurai's going to have to chase down.
Oh, yeah, big punish on that. That back roundhouse. Or excuse me, forward roundhouse.
Okay, this just gave him V-meter right now, and he's just going to go into it. Will he try to set up pressure? Okay.
And I like that it knocks down low forward into Soul Spark. Nice and easy, right? Oh, yeah.
Nope, and maybe one more mix-up.
Oh, he was ready for the teleport, but just a little too slow on the way down.
It was a cool idea, but now he's back to this range here as Samurai, fully stocked, is a danger. He's stealing some space. The dash was there. Oh, my God. He's in the corner. Okay, he would love to activate. Of course, here it comes.
Super dangerous. The chip damage from Akuma is pretty hefty while in V-Trigger. Oh, now you're in critical art range for the demon to come through. Dead.
Grab was huge there. Her reversal, as you can see, it's grabbable, and so it's just a bad spot for Filipinoman to be in. You can never count out Mikey or his character in situations like that. He was down in life. He was not great in positioning, and yet he just slowly did force Rose into the corner and then ended up making such great work in it.
I just like the use of him not overextending, or using the V-Trigger to not overextend, just going for the block strings to put him at that checkpoint, or checkmate position.
I mean, now that I think about it, he did do a pretty YOLO Hurricane Kick to get in there. But shout out to Samurai. That's something he's willing to do as well.
I'll give him the credit for it. It was pretty far away.
I'm not saying he shouldn't do it. It's been a Samurai hallmark to be very, very solid and then occasionally have the risk that you don't expect.
Ooh. Man, Rose sounds like she's in so much pain when she takes that fireball. Just wanted to point that out a little bit.
It's still a slow one for Filipino, man. He's totally fine with this range.
And not even trying to contest the fireballs. EX Soul Spiral, maybe in anticipation for a fireball, but still managed to get Samurai moving forward.
Really there for a while. Samurai was right. Oh,
yeah.
Right,
Spiral,
but that actually
Samurai
was worse, and Samurai knew it. And here he is with activation. Filipino man does have V-Reversal if he'd like to use it, but he'd rather have it in trigger.
David! David!
Guess what game it is,
David!
Filipino man? It's Street Fighter 5, friend. It's not Street Fighter 4 where the backdashes were invul and hers was half screen.
How did that? It was still that point of the uppercut for you to cancel into critical art, though. From that far away.
It was.
I thought it would hit towards like the tail end of the active frames. But no, Samurai clutching it out again with the critical art. Sheesh.
Here's Filipino, man. Even just in... Ooh, boy. Nope, that's
no.
safe jump there. Oh, no! Samurai, a very rare drop. Usually so consistent, and this now means that he's got a battle back, but we have seen that before.
Oh.
Filipino. I don't think had dashed in like that. I think that's the first time he's really gone in for that. It's been so much about screen control, footsies, range for him.
He's mostly known for backdashing anyway. He's
Yes.
not trying to get in your face. He's
You
trying
can
to
do forward, forward?
I didn't even know.
Back, back, I knew.
Maybe he thought it was on the other side of the screen. Maybe he thought it was first player. Oh, a little bit too far out. Well-placed roundhouse, I should say, from Filipinoman. Changing up his options, too. Ooh.
Yeah, it's been this range that's really done so much work for him.
All right. Does get the little significant attack damage boost. Oh!
A jump! He had been controlling things so well, and this now allows Samurai his way in.
Oh! No way!
Oh,
I mean,
he's in there. He's got super as well. Again, 3 times maybe we'll see super. We've already seen 2.
you're
Here he
doing it.
is. Oh! The safety for Filipinoman, and he backs away. He doesn't want anything to do with that glowing blue beast.
this is... Oh!
Taking a couple of dashes. There's still a little bit of trigger as well for Samurai.
Absolute nail biter on the way down with the slide. Something we haven't seen at all from Filipinoman. Traversing past the fireballs, getting the punish on Samurai. Really well fought there. Making sure he doesn't die to another critical art.
There was that risk.
I gotta say, like, Samurai has been getting away with a lot. A lot of surprises, I would say. But it's as expected, especially after that Tatsu, that last Tatsu where he was controlling Filipinoman in the corner. He was going to go for the uppercut no matter what.
Yes,
he was going to lose
yes.
his turn.
No, that he knew that was the time. That was the time to go in, for sure. He had that feeling about it. But he never really got back there in that last round. I mean, it was so much more about, as Filipinoman wants it to be, this kind of like half-ish to one-third-ish screen control of him. Being very safe about stuff. The roundhouse was spaced great. He's not taking any risks on Spiral. He's doing them from max range or just doing EX Fireball instead, which is great. Pushes very far away, right? On hit, gets the knockdown far away. That's been what he's been about. He's had anti-air down fierce. He's had anti-air, whatever it is called. I don't know what it's called.
Soulbind.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken Jin
Soulbind.
anti-air. Okay, fine.
Soulbind.
Soulbind it is. Fine.
Soulbind.
All that stuff has been really, really good on his side.
No, without a doubt. And we see Samurai taking that breather, as he usually does, makes sure he goes to the lobby to reassess the situation. He's like, how am I going to land another critical art on Filipinoman this time? And I respect it.
Again, it's always really hard to tell what Samurai's going to do. So much of the round, of every round, he's playing very patiently, cautiously, solidly. Every once in a while, he'll come in with something you don't expect.
Did you see how much V-meter she just gained off of that?
You're right. Oh, my God.
Oh. Trying to use Soul Spiral kind of as a poking tool. Hasn't paid off twice over. Does get the punish. Samurai committed to a heavier Tatsu.
Oh. A little bit too far. Usually good. This might be punishable. Yeah, here's Samurai. Dude, you easy crouch attacking?
Oh.
Okay, so at least out of there, but, you know, Samurai, I think, is okay with that. Not too much effect of the V-trigger, and he's been able to chase down. Yeah, here's his chance.
And look at how much V-meter she's just gaining back. But, I mean, how long can you survive this onslaught from Samurai? Opening you up back-to-back, a big bait from Samurai. It pays off. Build some meter on that. Back throw, you already know.
And that is extremely punishable on block. You can do almost whatever you want to do.
What is it about, like double digits, right?
It's double digits, yeah.
And it's throwable as well. We've
It
seen that.
is,
We've
yeah.
seen that instance not too long ago in earlier matches or earlier rounds. But again, Samurai is still up in the round here in game 3. I like that. Going past the fireball, medium kick Tatsu as he should. Oh, big throw, but the medium kick was still within range. Of course it was. He planned it all along.
A little bit too far away. These individual hits, he just misjudged where the range was, and that allowed Filipinoman to get out. But the pressure has not been super strong from Filipinoman.
Oh, another throw. Getting whiff punish from Samurai. Just one touch away. Activation raw from Filipinoman. No teleport this time. Samurai not Ooh, okay.
Even if he falls on the fireball, and he does, it's no big deal, obviously. That's what he was looking for. In fact, previously, before this, even in non-end-of-round situations, he's been okay with that. He's gone up to meet her with jump short before as well and fallen on the fireball. It just seems like that's his idea there. Rather have the trade in that instance than give her pressure or then give her a combo if it does hit.
And going right back into it, it's Filipinoman and Samurai. I was, thinking maybe Filipinoman might want to mess around with the other V skills, other V triggers, but this is the one he's been working on the most. So
I saw him on Twitter say that he's playing this one in part because V trigger 2 is really hard to learn. I mean, I don't say that to blow him up, but he has a very intentional style, and it's not with the super tech heavy thrills.
Oh, significant jump in there, going past the fireball. And that's something we haven't seen throughout the entirety of this match, right? He was willing to nullify the fireballs, neutral jump it, just avoid danger, but he actually went in on a reaction.
Great range on that. He's so confident, too.
Ooh. Oh, significant punish. Does allow him to create some space against Samurai, but now Samurai just going back in there with the air fireball approach. And
Filipinoman has given that to Samurai a few times.
Tick throw. And I like the V reversal. Not only does it get away, but takes away the option of using that V trigger. Samurai needs to find another way to activate. Oh. I couldn't tell who nullified whose fireball.
Right, I know.
Because they both hit.
I know.
Very weird exchange. Oh, yeah. The neutral jump catching him with EX Soul Spiral. Does it bounce? Yeah, it does.
Forbidden combo. It's the first time we've seen that kind of thing for Filipinoman to take up that spot, specifically that column of air.
Yeah, Samurai has been shown to kind of neutral jump those fireballs. I'm actually very surprised that was at the perfect range to not get punished off of that roundhouse.
Yeah, there's a real thin sliver, especially versus a 3-frame character with a great range on his 3-frame.
I like that big conversion from Samurai. Another throw. He's going to do it again. Big tech from Filipinoman. Raw activation. Woo!
Okay, but still one more teleport. No cancel there. Now Samurai's in.
Ooh.
Wow! At match point. The very tricky empty jump crouching short, rarely seen. And Filipinoman has been good at times on anti-air, so it's quite a bet by Samurai.
What do you feel Filipinoman has to do to kind of shift things up a bit? Because he's been pushed to the corners so many times. Letting Samurai get away with a lot of pressure coming from the fireballs, jumping towards him, demon flipping towards him.
Well, I think that's part of why we're seeing that forward roundhouse, because, oh, here's a big jump from Filipinoman. Reading the same kind of situation of needing to get out of there. And not even interested in pressure. Maybe hoping to see a DP, but boy, he is safety first at the moment.
Can't hold it against him. Samurai is definitely the kind of player to let it rip.
Taking a couple free dashes there with Samurai.
Yeah, had to make himself safe. He wasn't going to land on the Soul Spiral if he hadn't busted out with that air fireball.
So we're seeing that consistent pushback. Samurai consistently moving Filipinoman into the corner. Here's the anti-air. So key. Yes, very important for Filipinoman.
Oh.
Oh, oh. Oh, oh.
Okay, this is very dangerous. Tori just gets hit with the 2 air fireballs coming down on V-Trigger. He just did it!
Zoinks.
And Samurai tried to get some sort of a whiff punish going. He walked back. I don't even know if he pressed the button. Did you see counter hit on there? I didn't see counter hit on there.
No, I didn't. I think it may have been... Well, I guess I don't know. It's a good question. Whatever it was, he got. It's going to be 2-2.
That was a...
But that kind of thing begins to make sense to me, I think, as we're seeing him really get pushed back a lot. And so things like forward roundhouse, things like, trying to... Like that at the end with the EX. That one right there. He really wants to not be stuck in the corner, and as you can see, it's hard not to get there.
I'd imagine he wanted to go for some sort of air fireball setup while he still had V-Trigger. But here we go. Already off to a fantastic start as Samurai. Safe jump. That was a very deep dive kick off a demon flip. Filipinoman now trying to create some space for his own.
Oh, blocked one, then busts out.
I don't put it past him to do that a couple more times in this set, to be honest with you.
No, you can never count what he's going to do. Here's Samurai in the corner suddenly, but he's got a life lead, and Filipinoman has rarely had much offensive pressure. Bit more about mid-range stuff, so Samurai's not giving him that easy damage.
Oh, yeah, the Soulbind anti-air, a lot more time to react now. Backs away. Just wants to play the fireball game, or at least full screen game. Doesn't want to be within threat against Samurai, which is kind of odd because Samurai does have the life lead.
Immediately threw that red fireball.
Oh.
He has, I mean, he does that.
He backdashed again. He backdashed again at the wrong time. Unfortunate timing. Samurai does get the fireball, puts himself at match point against Filipinoman, who is sitting at full, was sitting at full critical art. Lets it rip with the Soul Spark, but Samurai again ready within that range to Tatsu over.
Here's Samurai, as he has often been at this range under the canopy. Nope, a little bit too far, but not punished terribly well. That's the Rose for you. Not a huge threat, not a big dissuasion. Haven't been many jumps, but Samurai has ready there.
Oh, another big throw bait. Punishing with that stand medium kick, tick throw yet again. Slowly walking up and does it another time to seal the stun. And pretty much the game. Samurai eliminating Filipinoman 3-2. And that was kind of tricky, right? The way he inched forward, going forward, down. You're thinking maybe a normal. I'm going to back away instead. And gets that last throw bait again, 2 in a row coming from Samurai.